Hey everyone, Richard Kennedy here. I hope all of you are doing well. Today is Thursday, April the 15th, 2021. And earlier this morning, I was watching a YouTube video from a popular pastor here in the nation. And it was like he was speaking to me and talking to me. And within a couple of minutes, I had to change the channel from what he was speaking yesterday on the 14th for a Wednesday speaking thing that he did in his church or whatever. But the way he started it was, again, it was almost like he was speaking directly to me and saying that if you're not making money in your calling from God, as long as you've been doing your so-called calling from God, if you're not making money at your calling of God, then it's obviously not your calling. I was deeply disturbed by that. I'm like, well, what do you mean if you're not making money, it's not a calling of God? Sure, I'm new to this. Been going to church most of my life since I was a young child. I'm in my 50s now, but my true calling didn't come until 2016 when I was 51 years old. And it really started ramping up at the beginning of 2017. No, I haven't made any money. I haven't made a dime at it. If I don't, that's fine, because my calling is not to money. My calling is from the Lord. Again, this is a popular pastor. And for him to say that, if you're not making money, it blows me away. If you would, please take out your Bibles. I'm sorry about my computer. I've been hacked. It might be fixing to crash. I've got it backed up, but stupid things like this have been happening to me over the last 4 years or so. 1 Corinthians 16, verses 8 and 9. But I will tarry at Ephesus until Pentecost. For a great door of effectual is opened unto me, and there are many adversaries. 1 Corinthians 16, 13 and 14. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, be strong. Let all your things be done with charity. Love and charity. Love and charity. I'm going to elaborate more on that just here in a minute. If you wouldn't mind, just flip over to 1 Timothy. Read a couple verses here. 1 Timothy, verses 18 and 19. This charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou by them mayest war a good warfare, holding faith and a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith have made shipwreck. Remember the word shipwreck. 1 Timothy 3, verse 16. And without controversy, great is the mystery of godliness. Boy, do I know about the mysteries of godliness. God was manifest in the flesh, justified in the spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, and received up into glory. Does Jesus says anything about him and money? 1 Timothy 4, starting with 11. These things command and teach. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Sorry, I got this, keeps popping up on my screen. So again, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers, the word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee. Neglect not the gift that's in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. Yes, it was given to me by prophecy, with laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Say anything about money as a calling of God? No, it says conversation, be believers in the word, and conversation, and charity, and spirit, and faith, and in purity. But money? I don't see that there. Interesting. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. Verse 6, I'm sorry. Chapter 6, verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Let's continue. 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and to many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things, and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Does that say anything about money? Instead of the pastors and all of these bigger churches and stuff, and instead of going after the little men like me and saying, well, you need to quit because it's not your calling, again, because you're not making money, that is so wrong. And you've been pastoring people that say this, and I'm not picking on just one, many out there, and y'all been pastoring for how long? Obviously you're not using very sound doctrine, because right now, again, we need as many people as we can get in the ministry. We need to be reeling them in. If they want to preach and teach, if they're of a true calling, doesn't necessarily mean they make lots of money. We're in very, very delicate times right now. We need to be bringing them in. Little men like me, the big guys out there, the big churches, you're all high and mighties. Instead of trying to call us out, which I just use sound doctrine to back up my claim, instead of calling us out and throwing us overboard, why don't you reel us in your charity part of it? Why don't you help support some of us smaller guys out there that don't make any money? I don't care if I make a dime. All I care about is saving souls from going to the pit of hell. I'm not going to do it the way you do it. You're not going to do it the way I do it. But let me tell you, I have so much to share. But people would rather sit behind a desk or sit somewhere in their cars or home and criticize people like me without even knowing me. Oh, he's not making money. He must not be doing good. I'm of the supernatural calling, the real, true supernatural calling of God. Nobody's accepted me. Nobody gets it. Why don't you support us, small guys? Again, We need as many as we can get. And it's sad that I can pull out the Bible from somebody and basically use sound doctrine to back up me and my calling from the true God. To say somebody's been preaching for over 25, 30 years, you obviously don't know the Bible, and if you're casting out someone with a true calling from God, you're preaching of the wrong God. That's a cross not too far from where I live. That's my cell phone screen. 111, the numbers. April 1st, 2021, right here in my area. 3.0 earthquake. Rare. Right here, near where I live. 3.0. Number 3. From bad to worse. St. Vincent volcano. From bad to worse. These are all happening now in real time, my friends, other than the earthquake. This happened yesterday. These are some of the things I'm going to get down into a little bit here to show part of my gift before I close. Yesterday, Grand Isle, Louisiana, south of New Orleans. A ship flips over. You see this little thing right here? This is a type of ship that has these big long extensions that go down to the bottom of the ocean floor. It can actually raise a ship up so they can work on my computer's going crazy, so they can work on like oil rig platforms. Okay, so it capsized. Now 1 Timothy 2:19, I just read, it said shipwreck. Remember 19. There were 19 people on that ship when it capsized. Report says, I'm going to read the bottom here. Report says this particular gentleman explained a microburst of severe weather that may have caused the ship to flip. Do you understand how much wind and a microburst it takes to uproot or flip a ship like that, especially that has these long extensions on it? Okay, let's go to the Suez Canal just recently. The barge, a sudden gust of wind took this huge, massive barge and turned it sideways and blocked the canal. People, this is all supernatural of God. There ain't no man on this planet, on this earth, ever in existence that can do such as that. Sudden microburst. And I know what part of those are, because I have a true calling of God. Some of y'all might go, oh God, whatever, dude, you're crazy, but this is real. This is nothing. Y'all don't even know a fraction of everything I have. This is that ship from yesterday, Louisiana, that flipped over. Okay, but I've got it upside down for a reason. Here I am. This is Sunday, April the 11th, 2021. I'm bowling. I've had 9 knee surgeries, but man, look at that front foot right there. It's still planted. I was a city champ when I was 13 years old. But anyway, took my girls, my grandbaby, we went bowling Sunday. Take note, it was on lane 19. Take note of my arm. Verse 19 in 1 Timothy, 19 people on the ship. The upside down ship. Take a look at the angle. Now, we went bowling Sunday and this ship flipped from a microburst yesterday, the 14th of April 2021. Look at my arm and my angle compared to that the bottom of that ship. Again, lane 19. This image right here, I I got that one end of last week as I was searching the Gulf of Mexico in the area where the ship flipped last week. Where you see that face right there? It's near Cutoff Island off the Gulf of Mexico. Cut Off Island. And this image right here, then the blue, is even closer to where Grandal is, and I captured that in the ocean. It's a face. $19 people on the boat. I was bolding on lane 19. 1 Timothy, the verse 19. And the same angle. This is God telling me, giving me a message. And also Cut Off, Louisiana. Cut Off Island, Louisiana. People, there's some things going on. There's a lot that I know that you don't know. And right here. You can't really see it. Well, maybe you can. This was me searching last Friday, or Saturday, I believe it was. Friday. See these little ripples in the ocean? This is near around like the Port of Shan, Houma, Louisiana area, where that was something very unusual that I caught on satellite imagery, were these little bubbles, these unusual wave-looking things last week. That was last Friday. They have been having like 60, 70, 80 mile per hour sustained winds out of the blue down in South Louisiana on the Gulf of Mexico. The sudden outburst flipped a ship. That's unusual. Just like the Suez Canal. Things are going on, people. So before you say, I don't have a calling of God, you don't know everything of what I get, because I don't speak, because when I do speak of things like this, people think I'm crazy. Well, I'm giving you true facts right here. The glacier in Alaska, it's moving 100 times faster than normal. This was dated April 13th, 2021. This morning, another earthquake, North Louisiana area, Northeast Texas, uncertain Texas, another earthquake. First one was April 1st, around here. This one, April 14th, 2019. While I was searching, I was just looking as God directs me on Google Earth. I have the eyesight to see things. And I found an unusual thing down here in the Pacific Ocean. Okay. I'm not going to elaborate much on this, but this was August 2019, October 2020. Someone from a college had a hunch to go search a particular area in the Pacific Ocean, and in 2019 I'd already seen these odd looking things going on in the water again. I've been hacked in my computer and stuff, but boom, toxic secret. DDT at the bottom in an area where I had already sensed something. But this is the thing, you don't hear about me, and I'm not making any money, because let's just say there's people out there that have some insight to some of my stuff. I don't have money to do all this big research, send ships out to look for these barrels of DDT, but others have access that I can't stop to my computer that are using my information. There's a big submarine back in 2017 that I located. In 2018 it was found near where I said it was. God knows. I'm poor, yeah. But I'm high in spirit. I am rich in spirit of God. Like I said, I don't care if I make a dime. It'd be nice to get a dime from them. All I care about is saving souls. So all the big shots out there that think us little men mean nothing, you need to be out there and recruiting as many little men as you can, because I'm showing you some very current things now that's happened, all within the last month, that's taken place, people. California, the toxic mess offshore. Texas, uncertain. Louisiana, cut off island. Ship flips. Suez Canal, sudden burst. These are burst, okay. See, I know a lot more than what y'all think, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Here's my book. Yeah. Whoever wants to steal it now, go ahead. The Art of God. Oh God, how great thou art. 111. People, I've told prophecies. I have thousands of pictures. It's taken me a long time, and I'm not even near to compete with this, but this is the cover of just the first 111. That will, they'll have some pictures and stuff in here. It'd be more pictures with brief descriptions. I'm just showing you quickly dates, descriptions, proof to back up just the first 111, proof of these things. And this is not going to be from like just 2017. It's going to be 2017, some of 2017, 18, 19, 20, and then to 21. So, I mean, I started, my book is going from just 2017, and it was taking me forever because I got so much. So, I didn't want to bore everybody with just 2017 stuff, so it's mixed. So, this is the first 111. The next book will be 222, and the next one will be 333. Yeah, I have well over 1,000. And these are prophecies that I do. Some of them have proof of telling, solid, sound proof that I told the prophecies. I've even got a doctor, psychology that not back me, but knows from the beginning that I have told prophecies, or they say premonitions, in the near-death society. I'm real, but I don't care if I make a dime, because I'm rich in spirit, and it's sad. A pastor of over 20, 30 years is into the money. You're the wrong God. Anybody that speaks low of the low men like us. You got all that money, again, why don't you help support the little guys? There's plenty of us out there that could use your support. There are some fake, there are some false prophets. Absolutely. Absolutely there are. Are there false preachers? Yes, because I'm speaking of one. I'm speaking about one. Right now. My computer keeps messing up. God bless each and every one of you. NewEvolutionCounseling.com. NewEvolutionCounseling.com. I have started a Zoom. I don't have a huge audience. So I don't have anybody other than a couple people sometimes, but it'll grow. My website is well over 1,000 hits now per month. It's growing. My Zoom, I've got it set for Tuesday evenings at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. It's a meeting format. It's an open format where any and everybody, if you want to join, anybody can speak. You can even blank out your screen if you don't want, because it's audio and video, and it's an open conversation about the Bible. Okay? There's no wrong answers. There's no wrong questions. It's open. That's what I'm trying to do. But when people tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, and that I don't have a calling, that's of the devil. That's Satan speaking. I don't care, poor, rich, whatever. You never, ever tell somebody you're in the wrong business if you're not making money in God. I'm sorry, again, that's Satan talking. That is the devil talking out of you. Support us. Don't hurt us. Take us in. Don't throw us overboard. We don't want to be like the 19 people that went overboard on the ship in Louisiana. Well, thank you. That's what you did. That happened yesterday, and then last night you did your sermon. 19 men thrown overboard. Yeah, they haven't found all of them yet. They perished. See, the ignorance of man can do quite a bit of damage to little men like me. But guess what? Little men like me, the King Davids, we don't give up. Because what you do and the way you speak, and I'm not talking just one, there's many of you out there that think you're all it. I'm not all it. But I guarantee you I got far more than what y'all do. But I'm not bragging. Every gift from God is different. Some are greater, some are lesser. Don't throw away a team. You need to be picking up a team, and you need to put together as many teams as you can. I don't care if you're in North Carolina, you got somebody in California. I don't care if you're in Washington State, somebody down in Florida, whatever. It don't matter. There's no such thing as a territory. Oh, you need to stay in your area. That's bull. Is God just in certain little areas? The supernatural of God, my friends, the supernatural spirit is so real, and you're going to see it in my first book. It's unbelievable. Many of you talk about it, but most of you, all of you, have not experienced nearly as much as I have. Now, some of you have, but I'm not here to brag. I'm here to help our nation and the world prove God does exist. And guess what? So does Satan. He's running wild and rampant right now, and he wants every soul he can get. He's after me, and he's after every one of the men and women in the ministry, even the youth ministry, the young kids. He's after them because the devil knows who's strong, and he's going after the strongest one because he has but a little time. But let me tell you right now, we're destroying the ignorance of man is destroying the land. The ignorance of some Christian leaders is destroying Christianity. Don't throw the little man away. The little man is your King David. Even though he was the smallest, he was the wisest. He was strong in the Spirit of God. He defeated the giant. God bless each and every one of you. My computer continues to mess up. God bless each and every one of you. NewEvolutionCounseling.com, Tuesday nights, 7:30 p.m. And also Thursday nights. I'm going to do one tonight as well. Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. on occasions. It's on my website. Check it out. God bless each and every one of you. Don't throw away the little man. They're wise. They're the King Davids of the world. You need us. God bless y'all.